What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's midday market recap. My name is Brad, and this is Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything related to penny stock trading, more specifically over-the-counter penny stock trading. That's what I find a lot of success in. That's what allows me to do what I do every day, and that is just trade for a living. Now, I do have a free platform where others can learn and grow and celebrate each other's success. It's absolutely free to join. It's called We Trade HQ. It's at WeTradeHQ.com. The links are down in the description. We also have a free Discord chat where people can learn and grow as well. And it's just a really great community, guys. We are exploding. We're almost at 3,000 members, and we've really had some awesome growth recently. And it's really awesome to see it starting to take off. So please feel free to check that out down there in the links in the description below. And let's get started. So we're talking about starting with $500, starting with a smaller account. And one of our admins within the We Trade HQ community has actually started this initiative. I don't want to take credit for it, and I don't want to take anything from him. His name's Kyle, aka Sniper Trades within our group, and he thought it would be cool just to do his own challenge, really just to challenge himself to see if he could start with $500 and by December 31st of this year get to $50,000 just from trading that small account. And yes, he falls under that PDT rule. Yes, he has to abide by the same rules that all of you guys do when you're starting off with a smaller account. And I think it's an amazing idea. So I don't want to, overshadow him. I want him to really kind of pilot this. And he said he was all on board with it to be able to help others, learn and grow with a smaller account as well. So I'm going to let him take that up, but I'm going to show you how we're doing that. And also, I'm going to talk about one stock today, which is ARSN. We talked about it on Stock Watch Sunday. It's moved up yesterday, and it's moved up even more today. I'll explain why I think that is up to this point, and then we'll talk about this program with Kyle here as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me welcome some folks here. Vaughn and Wooten Brown, I think that's how I pronounce that. And Lazy Kid, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. So I'll go ahead and share my screen with y'all real quick. And this is the, I'll touch on this first, actually. So this is our free Discord group. This is actually our announcement page where I announced everybody that I was going live, but I created a new channel just today, and it's just called $500 Account Challenge. So if you click on the links in the description of this video, you'll go to our free platform at WeTradeHQ.com, and this is one of those channels within that server, and it's a $500 account challenge. And here he is. This is Sniper Trades. He has already started off with $500 as of January 1 and has grown his account to $2,500 plus. So that's a pretty good growth. I mean, we're talking what, 400% increase from his start on January 1st, and we're still not through January yet. So it's been an amazing growth to see him move the way that he has already. And I'm excited for him, and excited for the people that can learn from him and his experiences as well. So feel free to check that out. I'm excited to just, I don't know, it'll be cool to see if it actually happens. I think he'll probably surpass that at this point if he keeps growing the way that he is and stays disciplined. I think it's great. It's easier to start off with a larger account, right? But I think there's so much that he's going to be able to learn and grow from when starting off with such a small amount of money, and having to deal with PDT and all that good stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about ARSN. ARSN is one that we were watching on Stock Watch Sunday. I actually talked about this within my own mentorship group this morning. So I go live with folks from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time every day in a private group. It's a paid service. If you're interested in that, link is also in the description there as well. It costs very little every month for people to come in and learn and understand how I see value in certain things and how I've been able to become successful. So feel free to check that out. No obligation to purchase whatsoever, but it is available to you if you feel like you need that. But we talked about ARSN and how it reacted yesterday. It had a fairly decent day yesterday, but I really like this consolidation and this bullish pattern that it was creating. And I was talking about this morning, and I said, if it continues to consolidate like this, I could really see a nice move out of this. Oftentimes, when you see this type of formation coming about, it will oftentimes, and I won't say always, but oftentimes lend a nice bullish move, and that's what happened today. It was actually up right now 62%. It's actually up even higher than that. It would not surprise me if we saw 3 cents today. It's been moving quite nicely, so it's something that I'm really excited about. We'll see if ARSN comes out with those filings. That's what I'm looking for next. We've touched on this a little bit already about how they haven't had a filing out in a while, but they did announce that they are in the middle of an acquisition of Yingling Ice Cream, the same type of people who are related to the brewing company, Yingling Brewing, if you're familiar with the Yingling Brewing Company. So it's a pretty major acquisition. They have lots of routes of distribution, which means more income, which means more money for the business itself, which thus therein increases the value of the stock. So, and that's all, in theory, obviously, but for me personally, I'm waiting to see if the filings start to come about. I'm not in this very heavily just yet, but I have been adding to my position as we go along. So we'll see what ARSN does from here. It made me look really good this morning within my mentorship. We'll see if it continues moving forward. So guys, I just wanted to remind you as well that I do have a one-on-one mentorship that I just kicked off. A lot of you guys were requesting that, and it's a very limited number of folks that are permitted to come in. Obviously, there's only so many hours in the day, so I'm only accepting a few very select people. Feel free to check that out. It's on my mentorship page down in the description below. You can check that out. And yeah, so I'm really excited about the venture that Kyle has taken on. I may jump in as well. I mean, I know I'm a month late, but I really don't want to steal his thunder too much. I think that this is really something special for him that he can learn and grow from and teach you as well. The whole point of WeTrade HQ and the whole vision that I've had was not to make it surround around one specific person. Obviously, I've helped to create WeTrade HQ. Me and my partner Jake have built it to where it's at now, and I guess there has to be a face to the company, which inherently is me, but I don't want it to just be about me. My whole vision was to make it be about everybody and celebrate everybody's success. There isn't one person that's above everybody else, and I think that speaks to this whole thing with Kyle and how he's been able to start this initiative. And I think already a lot of people have been responding to it, so I know that he'll do well with it, and I know a lot of people will learn from him and how he's been able to do it up to this point. So we'll let him go with it, and I'm excited to see where he can learn and grow from that starting with $500 in 2019 on January 1st, and what he ends up with on December 31st of this year. I have a sneaking suspicion it'll probably be over 50,000, but I'm excited to see where that goes. So that is all I've got for you guys today. Just looking to, it is a bit slow. I saw that NNSR, some of the folks over at KSM and Kiko's mentorship group were celebrating some success over there. But really, there hasn't been anything else that's moved today. ARSN was one that I went over that was kind of the one that was moving, but other than that, it's been overall pretty slow. It's pretty typical for Tuesdays, though. Tuesdays are always kind of our slow day, what we call kind of a whack-a-stock Tuesday, where people just seem to sell off a lot of stuff. But I'm sure we'll see it pick up again here later in the week. So that is that's everything that I got. So John OCX, that was a NASDAQ stock. I don't know if it has more left in the tank or not. I know a lot of folks, it looked like it was starting to come back down. So I think they had some big drug news or something like that. But anyway, I'm not familiar with it. If it's not being traded on the OTC, I don't know much about it. So unfortunately, I'm sorry I can't answer your question there. But yeah, guys, if you have any other questions, though, the nice thing about WeTrade HQ as well is that there's plenty of people that you can ask in there that I'm sure are familiar with OCX. It's not just related to over-the-counter stocks. If you go to our WeTrade HQ platform, feel free to ask any of our other mentors that trade the bigger board stocks or stocks like OCX. They're there. So whether you're trading over-the-counter stocks, penny stocks, big board stocks, options, Forex, no matter what you're trading within the market, WeTrade HQ is the place for you. Guys, that is all I've got for you today. As always, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out. Have a good one, folks.